This presentation provides an in-depth analysis, content and style of the documentary film Natural Born Settlers, and most importantly, how each of the aspects are intertwined to establish the final form of the film. When applicable, selected scenes are discussed to provide a more comprehensive analysis. Natural Born Settlers is directed by an Israeli filmmaker, Ira Zaki, and it is an adaptation of a feature documentary Unsettling. Natural Born Settlers shows the filmmaker Ira Zaki, despite her disapproval of the establishment of the Israeli settlement, chose to become a temporarily settler of the Tekoa in the West Bank. The aspect of expository, reflexive, and participatory modes of the documentary filmmaking are observed in the film, and the modes, content, and style complement each other. Expository mode communicates viewers with titles and voices, and the included images are to complement the commentary in the film. When providing background information on the purpose of such film, as well as the settlements in West Bank, audiences are clearly shown with the footages of the city Tel Aviv, the hometown of the filmmakers mentioned by the commentary. Also, on-screen text is used to provide extra information of the spoken subject. Similarly, when explaining the reason of the trip to Tekoa, footages of a cosmopolitan city, Tel Aviv, is replaced by landscapes of Tekoa, and the text succinctly provides an overview of the settlement as a result. It is worthwhile to mention that the filmmaker's actual voice is heard in the voiceover. Therefore, it is suggested that the film leans towards subjectivity, echoing the overall style of the filmmaker's previous work. Although the filmmaker's voice is heard throughout the rest of the film, hinting the continuation of the expository mode, 2 additional modes are deployed in the film upon the filmmaker's arrival in Tekoa. Audiences are shown with the footages of the filmmaker's brief move-in to her rented apartment, the setup of a table and chairs in front of a local cafe where interview is going to be conducted, and most importantly, her presence in the interview with the settlers shown in a shot and reverse shot fashion, such distinctive to a documentary film, can be interpreted by the participatory mode, which displays the interaction between the filmmaker and the subject. Obtaining information from interviewees via the use of participatory mode can be seen as a style from Iris Zaki, who believes documentary films are about the director and the subjects, and all of her films feature conversation with people in front of the camera as a result. People or selected interviewees in the film are ordinary settlers. It reflects on her ideology of showing the viewers about communities through individuals instead of a large group. It implies opinions coming from various sources, and it highlights the authenticity of the subject matter, which in the film is further enhanced by the outdoor location and naturalistic color grading of the footages. Apart from the participatory mode, the use of reflexive mode is also observed. Reflexive mode prompts audiences the question of what knowledge is acquired. During the interview scenes, the cameras with the absence of operators are briefly shown, referring to the filmmaker's abandoned camera technique, which used to minimize the filmmaking process and encourage the subjects to freely speak of their opinions. Therefore, it shows the audiences the genuine information regarding the settlers' view towards the settlement is obtained via such way. It is argued that the technique works in the film, considering both fascist and friendly views are obtained in the film. In conclusion, expository mode is used to convey background information of the film. The use of the filmmaker's own voice for the commentary makes the film subjective, which confessed by the filmmaker as a style of filmmaking. The participatory mode is primarily featured in the film, and it is mostly demonstrated by her presence in the interview, a way to have conversation with these subjects. With the cameras being seen several times throughout the film, the reflexive mode is perhaps used by the filmmaker to prove a theory that interviewees seem to be more truthful with their opinions around unguarded cameras.